Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Witch of the Woods Tarot, and welcome to your money reading today. This reading is all about your money. It's all about ending financial hardship, finding new streams of income, seeing where you are right now financially and how to improve that. So, I have 3 piles here for you to choose from, as per usual. For pile number 1, you've got the card, the Astronomer, with the keywords discovery and augury. Pile number 2, you have the card, the Chiromancer, delivering news and collaboration. And pile number 3, you have the card, the Wise One, tradition, order. So take your time in picking your pile. Let your intuition guide you to the card that you feel most drawn to. When you're ready, there will be timestamps down below in the description box that will take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the Astronomer with the keywords discovery and augury. I'm going to put that over here and we'll see how that comes to play in the reading. First, I want to take a look at your current energy in money. So let's start there. Pile number 1's current money energy. Thank you, Spirit. Current money energy. All right, we've got Moon with recognition. Spirit is saying that you are very aware. Oh, okay, sorry, I just wanted to move my desk out of the glare. But Spirit is saying that you are very aware of where you are financially. And what this means is that you have not shied away from looking at the numbers. You know your debt numbers. You know how much you're in debt. You know exactly how much. It seems like you're someone who's very organized when it comes to finances, okay? If that doesn't sound like you right off the bat, then choose another pile. I think you'll know right away whether or not this is your energy. But I'm talking to someone who is very much organized when it comes to their finances. Maybe you have a budget that you at least attempt to stick to. Whether or not you stick to it is a different point, but you've set a budget. You're someone who knows where. It's not like you open up your bank account and you're like, how is it that number? You're very aware of where you're spending money, where you're putting money, what money is coming in, etc. Okay, anything else, Spirit? What else? So Spirit's calling my attention to the Moon here. And like the Moon being cyclical, Spirit is saying that when it comes to your money and your finances are very cyclical. Like how we have the Moon wanes and waxes, it gets smaller, it gets bigger, and I feel like that Spirit is using that analogy to compare to your finances. Which I feel like works for a lot of people, honestly, but this is what Spirit is saying about your finances here, is that there are times when you feel more secure, obviously, when you have more and when you have less. For some of you watching, this is very specific because I don't think this happens a lot, at least not in my experience, but Spirit is drawing my attention to this. For a lot of you, you could be someone who gets paid monthly instead of like bi-weekly or weekly. Okay, so there's just like the moon being on a 28-day cycle, there's like this cycle when it comes to your finances, where money comes in at one point in the month and then it dwindles until you get your next money at the next time of the month. So that is what Spirit is saying here. I'm just going to feel into this and see if there's anything else. I think you are not in an extreme situation, is the energy I'm picking up. It's not like you are in poverty. You could be living paycheck to paycheck for sure, but I don't think that you are in extreme poverty, and I don't think that you are exceedingly wealthy. So you're just someone who's kind of making it. Yes, you may have struggles. Yes, you may have times where you have more than enough. However, it feels steady. Like there's definitely ups and downs, but it's not radical ups and downs, okay? For the most part. But it could be better, right? It could always be better. All right, that is what I'm getting for your current money energy. Now we're going to see if there are any kind of money blockages that we should be aware of. I'm going to grab this oracle and we'll start here. And we'll get some tarot to clarify if we need to. Okay. Give me 1 second because I have a spell going in the background and I need to now blow out the candle. Okay, so pile number 1, Spirit, thank you so much. Is there any money blocks or anything that is restricting the flow of abundance into pile number 1's life? Please show us very clearly, Spirit. Thank you so much. Any blockages for pile number 1? Okay, nothing came out. We're going to try one more time. Any blockages for pile number 1? Okay. Okay, we've got the Victory Wreath, which corresponds to the 6 of Wands. And then we have the Lantern, which corresponds to the Hermit. Here's what I'm hearing immediately. There are no blockages, okay? There are no money blocks. There's nothing restricting money from flowing to you. I think the only thing, and it's not a restriction, but there is, right, room for improvement, like I said earlier, right, in your finances. I'm sure that you can agree. And there's nothing in the way. There's nothing stopping it from coming in. I think it's just your choice. And when I say your choice, I mean you feel, what it feels like here is that you're somebody who either very much keeps to or sticks with the status quo as far as not wanting to venture out, do new things, try new things, reach for a higher position. Okay, you're not someone who's out there doggedly climbing the corporate ladder. I think that you have a sense of comfortability where you are, but you could be more. You could achieve more and you would be successful. There's nothing standing in your way except you, right? You're the only thing standing in your way, and it's not like there's some unconscious or subconscious belief or any kind of trauma that needs to be healed necessarily. It is a purpose. It is how do I say this? It's like, it's you finding something that aligns better with you than what you're currently doing. So say you're working a 9-to-5 job right now, and maybe you don't hate it, you don't love it, but you like it. Like, you like what you're doing. It is what it is. You feel, maybe you say that a lot. It is what it is. Like, yeah, I would love to not have to work, but it is what it is. Everyone has to work. So it feels like, again, just like this comfortability in where you are, right? So it does not feel like you absolutely despise your job and you feel miserable every single day you have to go to work. No, I think that you're in a field, in a job, in a position that you enjoy to a certain extent, right? Work is work, right? But I still feel like you have a certain level of enjoyment in your job. Okay. And could you be making more? Yes. Could you be doing something that is even more aligned to you? Yes. That doesn't mean you have to, right? If you don't want to seek out something else. But Spirit is saying, hey, you're in a good place now. You could be in a better place. So we're going to look into that. We're going to look into kind of who you are as far as your purpose, as far as your specifically what streams of income would work well for you, okay? So let's start with kind of who you are. We have the astronomer here, and I'm going to probably read that card for you. But before I do that, I'm going to get one of these. This is the Luminous Women Oracle, but it's also like a really great archetypal card. So let's see what this has to say. Thank you so much, Spirit, for pile number 1. Who are they? What is close to their purpose? Or what is their purpose? Pile number 1. Your cards are being very stubborn today. Thank you. The independent woman, or man, or person, right? It doesn't have to be gender specific, but there's independence here. And then you also have astronomer. Very interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at this. The astronomer. Gold instruments whir, a telescope tilts upwards, revealing galaxies impossible distances away. The planets turn, reliable and infinite, unaffected by the frantic lives of men. Okay, right away, I got a message. And the message is that you might be someone who feels like things are too high above them, or your dreams are too ridiculous, or you can't focus on your dreams because this is real life. I'm getting some sort of message like that. Either you believe that or someone taught you that and you've internalized it, whether it was a parent or whatever it was. Like, yeah, that's a great, like, say you had a dream to be, I don't know, a ballerina as a child, and like as you got older, your parents were like, yeah, that's a great dream, but you have to do something practical. Or like you wanted to be an artist and it was time for you to think about college, and your parents or someone said, that's a nice dream, but you need to have some sort of stability, so get a degree. And you know what I mean? So it feels like that. It feels like there was a dream. There was a dream, and I'm smiling, I'm getting giddy because there's something with this energy is very exciting. There was a dream, or your dream itself is very exciting, and you put it off, and you continue to put it off because you wanted to be practical and you wanted to do the smart thing. That's what it feels like. Okay, let's keep reading. The astronomer thrives in shadows, for it is the darkest night that shows the brightest of stars. Where others look to books and histories for knowledge, the astronomer knows that there are greater powers at work in the world. The constellations tell them what they need to know. You're in a complex situation, and clues on how to navigate it won't come from past experiences. Now is the time to look both beyond and within for answers, and to trust in your intuition. Let go of the material needs and concerns that are holding you back, and meditate on what your gut is telling you. Others who are like-minded may be able to guide you. Be open to their perspectives, but don't be bound by them. Okay, exactly what I'm feeling here. This kind of just put it all together with the lantern here, the hermit energy. Very much pile number one is this energy of you being very logical, okay, when it comes to career, when it comes to work matters, when it comes to having your finances in order, and that is great. However, there is a dream that you've put off, that you've neglected. There's something from your heart that you've let go of because to everyone else it seems impractical. It seems like a pipe dream. It seems ridiculous and unstable. But it is a dream that you have had, I feel like, for a very long time. And then we have the independent woman. And this is very much telling me that you have the ability to strike out on your own. You have the ability to work for yourself, to be independent. You're a very disciplined person. I can see that in how you kind of manage your finances and your money. You're a very disciplined person. You're someone who has self-control. Yes, you may slip up from time to time. We all do. We're literally human. That's a part of the human experience. But I definitely see you as being someone who is self-disciplined, okay? Who can... You are a good candidate is what Spirit is saying. You're a good candidate for working for yourself, working on your own, being self-employed, being an entrepreneur. Okay? There's a element here of like not following your heart and sticking with logic, reasoning, your head. Not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is something in your heart that you want to do, that your soul wants you to do, and you put it off because it doesn't seem practical. The independent woman is under the category of women who use the masculine side of their nature. And I feel like this is you. If you are a woman watching this, then you definitely are someone who uses their masculine side. You take action. You are logical, right? You use reason, not so much your heart and your intuition. So let's see what this has to say. You live your life without seeking to justify yourself or to provide any reasons for your actions. The way you behave is consistent with your sense of duty and core values. That is your sense of duty that you may have picked up, again, from a parent or a parental figure or someone in authority over you at a certain point in your life, right? Your strength. You want to live life to the full, but people often do not notice you because you avoid creating drama or causing a stir. This allows you to operate under the radar without making waves and to work toward your goals without too much interference from others. Your independent spirit can also show you the way to detach yourself from others if, once your wounds have healed, you accept life for what it is. There is an interesting point here. It says that your sole aim is to achieve your own objectives, but you have to ask yourself, are your objectives serving your interests? Are they serving your interests, or are they serving someone else's? For your dreams to become part of a collective energy that will empower your life, you must first learn to listen both to your desires and to the world. Only then will you find out whether you are a pioneer ahead of your time or whether you are simply aligned with the timeline of the earth. Here's the thing. And I'm going to read the alchemical formula to you as well. you are very much a cerebral person and less so on the emotion side of things. So you either are someone who tends to ignore your emotions, okay? Whether that is not fully processing them or that is kind of like subduing them. I feel like you're definitely someone who makes strong decisions because you're able to kind of not pay attention to the emotion of it, but to stick with the logic. Okay? Interesting. The alchemical formula here, it says, I shall continue to work with conviction to realize my dreams, but I also allow wisdom to listen to and open me up to other perspectives. So it's really about balancing the head and the heart. I feel like I've talked about that so much lately. Balancing the head and the heart, because you are someone who's very much in their head and not so much in their heart. Again, not anything devastating, not anything that needs to be adjusted. It could be. I feel like from the very beginning of your message, I kept getting this energy of like, well, it's good, but it could be maybe better. Like, you know, it's like how you operate right now is great. It works for you. It's gotten you through all of these years, but it could adjust. It could change and be better. And that's up to you and what you want to do, right? So I feel like I have a very good understanding of who you are, how you operate, and what you could become. Let's see if we can get some specifics as far as new streams of income that would really work for you and your personality, new opportunities, things like that, okay? So let's get into it. Pile number one. What streams of income are right for pile number one? Or what direction or career or job focus is right for pile number one? All right, we've got the 12 chakras. Follow your ascension path. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting with this card that your job, your career, your money path is kind of tied up with your soul's growth. So there's something about learning a particular lesson that your soul needs to learn through the work that you do. Let's see if we can find out more about that. Pile number one. It's very interesting. Travel. I just heard architecture for some reason. I don't know, like that's not, that's feels like a more practical career, not an impractical one. So I don't know. But let me get some tea leaves here too. This is very, very interesting. One more tea leaf for, thank you. Clouds, temporary problems. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Vay's secret admirer. Okay, so not a lot of information there. All right, let's pull you some tarot. We'll see if this comes together. This is interesting. There's that Queen of Swords, very much your energy. We also have the Emperor, again, very much your energy. Very analytical, cerebral. Oh my goodness, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Emperor. Do you know, it's so fun. And then you have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And it's almost like this is what you're leaving behind. There's some sort of, and I'm not, okay, let me calm down. I'm getting so worked up. I'm not seeing it in your reading. Spirit's like not showing me yet. But there's some kind of almost secret dream, secret wish, secret thing that you admire, that you dream about, that you look up to, or that you have in the past. Maybe it's something that you've kind of put off for so long or thought was so improbable that you barely remember yourself. But there's something here, and it's like you've taken quite the journey away from it, and it feels like something very beautiful, very creative, very innocent almost. This childlike wonder. This is like a childhood dream. It's like being an artist, being a painter, being an actor, actress. It was some kind of a singer, some kind of silly, ridiculous dream, which it's not at all, but it's something that you had, your younger self had, and you instead went a very traditional or very secure route. I feel like whatever you do for work currently is a very mental type job, okay, as opposed to physical one. And it's probably a career that is seen by the world as very stable and secure. But there's some kind of alignment here. Your soul's, this is talking about your soul's journey and how this is something that your soul wanted to experience in this life, but you have you haven't pursued it, that's for sure. Whether you've thought about pursuing it or you dream about pursuing it is another thing, but you haven't pursued it. And it's something artistic for sure. That's what I'm picking up on. Maybe it is art in general. Maybe it is crafting. Maybe it's something you do with your hands. Okay, interesting. And your energy, it's almost this very locked down, impenetrable type of energy where you're like, this is the way it is. This is the way it is what it is. It is what it is. Like that saying is coming up again. This is interesting. I feel like this is going to be different for different people, but I'm very strongly getting some sort of artistic career, whether that's you doing your own type of art. Maybe it's being a creator, content creator, but there's something about creation, handmade, artistry here that you've always had a dream about. And honestly, my personal advice to you, not from spirit, is start doing the thing anyway. You can do it outside of your 9-to-5 job. You don't have to quit your job, but start pursuing that thing, right? And see how it makes you feel. See how it works out for you. Share your journey on social media, right? If you want to. You don't have to, but I feel like that's the way to market yourself these days, right? Is social media. So yeah, I like start pursuing it a little bit at a time, baby steps. You don't have to put your all into it right away. Do it on the side, okay? And see how it makes you feel. See how it opens up that emotional side of you, that emotional body, because there's definitely a energy system that is craving or lacking in that particular type of energy, and you can give your body that energy, your spiritual body, your chakra system, that energy by pursuing this thing. This is a way to express yourself, to be creative. I really feel art here. I really feel some sort of artistry. Ooh, for some of you, it's astrology. For some of you, it's astrology. Some of you, which is funny because we have the astronomer, and like I'm just now picking up on that. But for some of you, it is astrology. You're very into the stars in the way of astrology, right? And that doesn't seem like a practical career, right? Like the metaphysical sciences, right, never seem like stable careers. But I feel like, ooh, because I'm really picking up on that now. For some of you, it's astrology. It's, look at the planetary here in the background. We have the astronomer card, we have the moon card. Yes, for some of you, it's definitely, you have a strong interest in astrology. And you don't know how to pursue that. And for some of you, that like impractical dream that you had as a child, the Page of Cups, could very well have just been magic, right? I want to be a wizard. I want to be a witch. I want to use magic. Like, that's what it feels like. And that form of magic turned into astrology for you. And like, but now you're older and you see the science behind it, right? And so you've maybe that's something you've thought about more, wanting to pursue. For some of you, it's like art, right? And for some of you, it is astrology. Thank you so much, Spirit, for finally letting me see that. I want to get an outcome, okay, for both scenarios here. If you choose to stay in your very grown-up, secure, stable place, what is the outcome for you? And then if you choose to pursue this, what is the outcome for you? Can we get that, Spirit, please? Thank you so much. Pile number one. I guess I got really giddy about your reading in the beginning because I know doing this right here, doing this, reading energy, reading cards, is my childhood dream. Like this is my dream that I am finally pursuing. It took me all of these years to finally do it. Spirit has been pushing me to do this for years, and I'm finally now doing it. And I feel that energy with you. It's like you could be, pile number one, a lot of you could be on the cusp of making this change, of finally finding that thing that just makes you feel the way this makes me feel. I'm so happy to do this every day. I love it. Okay, all right. Pile number one. Let's get some outcome for pile number one, Spirit. Thank you so much for if they stay their current course, and then if they choose to pursue this other thing. So first, if they stay their current course. Okay, pile number one. Ooh. Okay, staying their current course, what is the outcome? Staying their current course. Staying their current course. We've got the Four of Swords, okay? And then, hold on, I'm listening to what this is saying here. Okay, and then if they should choose to pursue this thing, this dream of theirs, pile number 1, if they choose to pursue their dream. Oh my goodness. Okay. Listen, either way, I want you to know either way, because I don't want my bias to come in here. Either way, you're going to be just fine. Either way, you're going to be happy, right? With the 4 of Swords, if you stay the current course, this is a very like restful energy. Spirit said sleepy. And I kind of want you to think about that. Spirit said this is a very sleepy energy. Your outcome is you don't awaken. You don't wake up to your full potential in this thing, right? You're gonna have a happy life regardless, right? I don't want you to think that if you don't want to do this, or fear is holding you back, or you have some thing that you think is holding you back, I don't want you to think that you're missing out tremendously. You're gonna be fine either way, okay? The choice is always yours. You have full control and autonomy over your life. But Spirit is saying that if you stay the current course, it's this very sleepy energy, and that is the word Spirit used, is sleepy. You're not going to wake up in this lifetime to your full spiritual potential. And that's fine. That's why we keep coming back here, right? That's why we keep reincarnating. We keep doing it over. That's what I believe, anyway. But should you choose to pursue your dream, pile number 1, you have the 2 of Cups as the outcome. And the 2 of Cups is all about finding I'm about to cry. Excuse me. Finding the thing that makes you light up from the inside out. It's finding it's like finding your other half, right? The 2 of Cups, we often see this as a love card, right? It's finding your soul connection, your soul mate, and that is what this is. In regards to you pursuing your dream, you're going to find your soul path, your soul career, maybe even your soul family by pursuing this dream. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to leave it at that. I hope I gave some of you quite a bit to think on. Pile number 1, that is your reading for your current money messages. Start pursuing the thing, and you know what that thing is. And I wish you all the best. Pile number 1, if you would like to dive deeper with a personal reading, the link for that is down in the description box below. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I love hearing your comments, especially when you tell me about all of the synchronicities and just how everything aligned for you. I love hearing it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings. And pile number 1, I will see you in your next reading very soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading all about your money circumstances. Okay, increasing your wealth, improving your financial situation. When I first turned over this card for you, the Chiromancer, delivering news and collaboration, I heard the word dreams, and I started to think about maybe you've had some communication. Okay, yes, is Spirit is saying yes, you've had some communication in your dreams about either your career, your job, your money, something. Okay, and some sort of symbolism, something came up. Maybe you haven't noticed or you don't understand. I'm just going to say this and leave it there. I do offer dream interpretation services, so you can look into that, link in the description. But there's something that your dreams are trying to say. So think about like any particular symbols that you've seen in your dreams recently. Okay? That's the first thing that came to me. Okay, we're gonna start off by getting your current energy, your current money energy. This is a great way to see if you picked the right pile, see if it sounds like you. Okay, pile number 2. Sorry, my cat was shaking their head and they have a little bell collar on. So that's what that was. All right, let's just go. Pile number 2. What is your current money energy? Your current energy and money. Thank you, Spirit. Pile number 2, we've got storks. Change. So there's definitely changes happening currently when it comes to your money, your finances. Perhaps even like changes have already happened. And it's funny, on the bottom of the deck we have birds with communication. So birds are big here for you. I'm gonna leave that up there. And then storks also, of course, which I think they make us all think of this, but like babies, right? So new life, new growth is also coming to mind. Pile number 2, maybe you've recently started something, a side hustle or a business, or you're thinking about it and are about to start something like that, because there's definitely this energy of newness, of change, of birth, right? Growing, something being nurtured, something being delivered. Right? Because storks deliver. So where you are in your finances, the image on this card kind of, I feel like it speaks for itself. We have this very barren, cold, empty landscape, but then you see the stork flying into this sunny, bright, green, abundant landscape. So I think that where you are right now, like you could be right in the middle and maybe still feeling all of this, okay? But you don't realize how close you are to the change, to things improving, to things getting better. Pile number 2, I think you may be in some difficulties when it comes to finances. Okay, this could be just like recent setbacks, maybe things like unexpected expenses coming up that especially if you're someone who kind of lives paycheck to paycheck already, and then you have an unexpected bill or expense, something medical, it could be anything, right, comes up, that it can be very difficult to recover from that. Like your car breaks down, right? When you don't have the extra money to repair it, but you have to repair it because what else are you going to do? So it's that kind of energy is what I'm seeing. Definitely financial difficulty here, okay? Definitely financial difficulty. So how can we improve that? First, I want to see if there are any kind of money blocks that are in the way of you receiving the abundance that you deserve, right? Let's start there. For pile pile number 2, Spirit, can you please show us clearly if there are any blockages, money blocks, when it comes to receiving the abundance that pile number 2 deserves? Okay, right away we've got the hooded falcon. Lots of bird references here. The hooded falcon. And the salamander. Okay. Interesting. Do I want one more? No. Okay. Then you have the middle path at the bottom of the deck, which is so interesting. The middle path, number 14 is temperance, balance. And it's, I find the middle path interesting because, again, this imagery where it's like the darkness and it feels like you're right here and you can't even see the light yet. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this down. I find it also interesting that this falcon is blinded. And right away the message that came to me is that there are opportunities, or there is a opportunity at least around you that you're not seeing, that you're blind to. So why are you blind to it? The salamander is the Knight of Wands. The ability to withstand fire. This is a separate message. We'll get to that. Let's talk about the hooded falcon. This is about discipline and persevering. So I want to read this for you, just this little part. It says, the hooded falcon comes to you when you too must exert self-discipline. The woman's intellect and spirit may appear repressed, but by restraining her gifts, she is able to direct them effectively. She is successful because she focuses, plans, and persists. She is committed and determined, and discipline has allowed her to advance far. Okay, willpower and self-discipline. That is what's lacking here. Okay, so sometimes, just like this falcon being subdued here with jesses and a hood, I guess that's what that's called. Jesses and a hood symbolizes willpower and self-discipline. So that is the blockage here. It's self-discipline, it's self-control. It is sticking to a budget. It is not overspending, not emotionally spending. Okay, that might be an issue that you have. Or maybe specifically when it comes to manifesting, although this feels a lot like it's bad habits when it comes to money, but when it comes to manifesting, it feels like your mind is not disciplined enough. Okay, so you keep manifesting from a place of desperation or from a place of anxiety. Okay, I was talking about that recently. Was it in the weekly reading? I think it was the last weekly reading I did, pile number 3. Maybe you came from that reading. But yeah, so self-discipline is needed. I think you need to set yourself a budget. You need to be aware of where your money is going. It's so funny because pile number 1 was the exact opposite. They were very much self-disciplined and had very strong boundaries, self-control, knew where every cent was going and coming. And that's kind of what you need to adopt, pile number 2. I definitely see you needing to, there's so many apps out there that allow you to that help you create a budget, that help you see where your money is going, how much you're paying for prescriptions, how much you're paying for subscriptions, things like that, right? So it's time to get organized, is what Spirit just said. It's time to get organized when it comes to your finances. Really start looking at your finances, seeing where money is going, where money is leaking, hemorrhaging, Spirit is saying, because it's like there's a leak somewhere. It's like a leaky pipe. Like money is leaking from somewhere, and it's time to figure out where that is, okay? Is it spending too much on DoorDash, eating out too much, like emotional spending late at night? I know that was definitely an issue that I had in the past, where I would be up late, because I have suffered from insomnia for a long time for various reasons, but like I would be up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I would just add to cart, buy now, add to cart, buy. Like I would do it all the time, and I would wake up in the morning and I'm like, what the fuck did I buy last night? You know what I mean? So maybe that's an issue for you as well. Luckily, I've developed the self-discipline to not do that anymore, but that was definitely a thing that I did in the past. With the salamander here, this isn't so much a money block. This is about persevering, okay? Knowing that you have the ability to withstand the fire that is now consuming your financial situation. Things may feel like they are on fire. Things may feel like you are under fire, okay? You may feel like I'm getting this energy of like maxed out credit cards, like really being on your last paycheck to paycheck, like being in a lot of debt, kind of feeling overwhelmed from all of the things, and then when you're already overwhelmed, some new bill hits you, right? Yeah. So know that, and because you're so close to things changing, please understand, like Spirit is saying don't give up before you see things improve for you, right? You have the ability, like the salamander, to withstand fire. It is persistence. It is resilience. You are resilient. You are strong. Despite whether you want to be or not. It's so funny because I feel like I can almost hear someone saying, I don't want to be strong anymore. I just want things to be easier. I get it. Things will be. It is coming. But until then, don't give up. Like, you are resilient, you are strong, and that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into your tarot. Those are sort of your main money block, even though it's not really a blockage. It's just something that you need to improve on, is your self-discipline. We're going to look into what can change, what can improve your financial situation, what can turn things around, okay, for you. Got your tarot here. I'm going to get a few oracle first as well, and some tea leaves. We're going to look at what can you do to improve your situation? Who do you need to become? What additional or new sources of income would be right for you? What new streams of income would be right for you? So let's start with kind of getting to know you a little bit more and what would help you bring in more money. Please, Spirit, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Who are they in making money? All right, we've got the courageous woman or person, the courageous person. All right. Thank you. And right underneath that is the vulnerable person. I find that so interesting because we're both, right? We can be both. And I feel like that's you. There's definitely this like duality type energy here. I'm going to grab one of these as well. One more shuffle. Okay, for pile number 2, streams of income, ways to improve their finances, the law. Ooh, okay, the law and golden stellar internet. Interesting. Okay. And then we're gonna get a couple tea leaves as well. Ooh, okay, that's a lot. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Yes, absolutely. That is the energy I feel for you. You are slowly but surely getting ahead. Move that up, and I think I'm going to put your tea leaves down here. Okay, and then we've got staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Look at that. I love that. We've got bow. You are highly thought of. Oh. Box, you will receive a gift. Pile number 2, you have help coming in. You have help in the form of your spirit team, but you also have help in the form of someone physically. And then you have boat. This is so beautiful. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Guys, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. That's why Spirit is saying just hold on. Just hold on. Be resilient. Be strong. You don't know how close you are to the abundance. Okay? You don't realize how close you are to the abundance. I love this. There is something coming in for you. You will be taken care of in difficult times, and you are highly thought of. And right away, I thought about you are highly thought of and favored in the spiritual realm. You have people looking out for you. You have souls looking out for you. But it also feels like someone physically here in the physical realm that wants to help you, that wants to help take care of you. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And if this is the difficult time, then that help is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. You will receive a gift, a windfall, money or literally money or property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. Maybe some of you are like winning the lottery. Maybe not like mega millions, but winning something, right? Winning something. Don't change. Courageous. Being courageous, it's not the same as being bold, right? Being courageous is just continuing to do, continuing to go, even when you feel fear, right? It's not necessarily being the most bold, but it's just doing in spite of fear, right? Okay, we have the law. Act with common sense and responsibility. And then this is interesting because it says inheritance, winning, or windfall. So it feels like there's some sort of legal recourse that is coming to you, whether that is like a lawsuit, a class action suit, I'm hearing could be a thing. Look in, for some of you, it might be helpful to look into something like what is that called? Lost property or abandoned property or something like that. Like if you had money, an old checking account that you forgot about, that you still had money in, there's websites where you can do that. It's an unclaimed unclaimed asset search. Okay, look into that. There's something there. Okay, it seems like you have some sort of legal property, legal resource, or recourse that you're owed, that you're due. Okay, this could also be divine inheritance. Okay, this could be spirit pointing you in a direction, your ancestors, okay, grandmother, grandfather on the other side, leading you to abundance. But for some of you, this is actual some sort of legal recourse, okay? And then we have golden stellar internet. So for some of you, and I see this a lot lately, I don't know if it's the energy, I don't know if if a lot of us are just taking this route in these particular times, but I'm seeing a lot of people starting social media accounts, becoming not necessarily influencers, although that is a thing, but more so content creators, just making side money on content creation, okay? So that might be a thing that you're starting, or that might be a thing that's good for you to start. That could be an extra stream of income. I know I already shuffled these. I felt like shuffling them again. That could be an extra stream of income that could really work well for you. Okay, let's see, what else we get here for pile number 3? 2 of Cups. Pile number 1 had that too. 2 of Cups. There's definitely an energy of some sort of connection, some person being important in improving your financial situation. So again, this could be the person that like you have an inheritance coming in from. Okay, because again, we have a legal document in the background, which is interesting. If it'll just focus. There we go. We have a legal document. Like in this case, it seems like it's a marriage license, but there's a legal document there. So there's something here about like legal recourse. Okay. What else for pile number 2? I hope I didn't say pile number 3 earlier. I feel like maybe I did. I apologize. Pile number 2. Thank you. Okay, Spirit said stop. We've got 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Okay. Pile, it's actually this way. Thank you, Spirit. Pile number 2, there is this energy of rapid acceleration, rapid growth. Where you are right now, and again, we see this in Windfall, and I feel like this is very much a separate message. Like you're gonna get some kind of inheritance, some kind of winning, some kind of windfall, but you're also going to get some other kind of gift. And I don't know, it feels like this is coming in first, like you're gonna get a small thing. You're in somewhat of a desperation, sorry, I'm talking so fast because the messages are coming so fast. Let me slow down. Okay. You're in some sort of desperate situation. You're going to get some sort of immediate relief, right? Like a quick relief. And it's going to be like, oh, thank goodness. And just when you are like being thankful and being in this state of gratitude for this small thing, here comes this large lump sum. Okay, this legal recourse is what I'm getting. So it's just like this rapid acceleration, this rapid growth that is going to be happening for you. And then a little reminder, because Spirit really was talking about, you know, the self-discipline, about the being resilient, being strong, literally just hold in there, hang on, just hold on, okay? And focus not on what's broken. The lesson of the 5 of Cups is to not focus. Yes, something broke and it hurt and there's grief and it is difficult and it is hard. There is still 2 things that are safe, that are secure, that are there for you. that you have. So celebrate the abundance that you have. Grieve for what you lose, for what you've lost, but don't let yourself be consumed by the grief of it. That is the lesson of the Five of Cups. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the things that seem like there's so much. Just Spirit is saying, please. Spirit is acknowledging that you're going through a lot, okay? No one's trying to take that away from you. Yes, we see the pain. We see how much you have gone through and are going through. But hang in there, because you don't realize how close you are to this beautiful sunshine. Okay? Okay, pile number 2, please. Please, please, please. There's going to come a time very soon where you are able to rest and recover, where you have the money to rest and recover, where you have the money to travel. This is what this is saying. This is like you're good now. You're good. You can take that R&R. Okay? You can take that vacation. You can book that flight. Okay? Look, this is someone packing their suitcase. They have a day circled. I don't know if you can see that. They have a day circled on the calendar there because they're ready to go on their vacation. You're gonna have like when I was growing up, I very much grew up in poverty. My mom was a single mom of 7 of us. I mean, my oldest brother was already out of the house like by the time I was born, basically, because there was such an age difference there. But 6 kids, right? My mom by herself. We didn't have a lot, okay? We didn't have a ton. We didn't have money for family vacations. It wasn't a thing that we did. So, and maybe some of you are coming from a similar place of like never having been able to go on a vacation or a family vacation or something like that. It never having been in the budget. It's gonna be in the budget now, okay, is what Spirit is saying. Like yearly trips, yearly vacations, twice yearly trips, it's gonna be in the budget now. I love that for you. I love that for you. But you, please don't ever think, pile number 2, that you are alone. Please don't ever think that you are alone. Spirit is saying they are with you, your spirit team, your ancestors, the people in your life that care about you. Don't go through it alone, okay? But pile number 2, I'm seeing some sort of possible income stream. And I want to see if I can find out more about it, because I'm seeing this card, Golden Stellar Internet, and then the, where am I going here? Oh, Chiromancer as well, your main card. With Chiromancer and Golden Stellar Internet, I see some of you, maybe just a few of you, doing something similar to what I currently do. Chiromancy, if you don't know, is palmistry, right? It's palm readings, divining your future through the lines and symbols on your palm. There's also something very significant, and I don't know what this could be. Maybe Spirit will let me know. Spirit, there's something very significant about lines. Are we talking about ley lines? There's something, because there's something, you are very, I'm so sorry, you are very observant, okay? You're a very observant person. You see patterns. That's what it is. You see patterns, you recognize patterns, and you see signs and symbols frequently. I feel like that kind of ability to be analytical, investigative, almost feels significant for you as a potential income stream. And I don't know how you would put that into practice. Outside of the palmistry, what I'm getting is like being very, almost being like a private detective. A private detective. I feel like that kind of energy, whatever else that like being a private investigator, but also whatever else that could relate to, feels significant for you. Ooh, for some of you with internet and what I'm seeing here, it's like starting, do you know the girlies who do the true crime videos and the true crime podcasts and the documentaries? I feel that for you somehow too. Maybe you're someone who's very interested in that, okay? Maybe you're someone who's very interested in that. So I see that being a possible potential stream of income for you. Okay, the cards I just pulled out were the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups. You're gonna be fine. Like we've seen that already. This is an outcome card for you. The Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, happy home life, success. Okay. I definitely see that coming in for you based on some sort of new stream. Here we go again with the Ace of Cups. Is this gift. It's this gift. It's this new outpouring, okay, of some sort of, and this gift could be in the form of like inspiration, right? This new inspiration that you get is going to turn into a new stream of income for you. And it definitely feels like it has something to do with the internet. And I'm not saying that like all businesses have something to do with the internet, right? You have to advertise on the internet, but it's specifically social media, like maybe it's an e-commerce website, maybe it's Etsy, maybe it's eBay, maybe it's Instagram, TikTok, a YouTube channel. It's something like that, okay? Something like that. Oh, do you know what I just heard? Do you know those lo-fi channels? Like those music channels? It's something like that as well for some of you. Could be a potential income stream. Lo-fi, like meditation music, any of that kind of ASMR type relaxing music. Maybe you're really into that and you start creating that yourself, okay, is what I'm seeing. I don't need to get any more cards. That's what I'm seeing for new potential streams of income. We already have your outcome here. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. Pile number 2, wishing you all the best. I feel like this is it. This is your reading. You don't realize how close you are to success, okay? Because not only are you going to have this inspiration, come up with this new stream of income that's going to be very successful for you, but you also have just like a windfall coming in as well. An inheritance, winning, or windfall. You're going to be good. I know that whatever you're going through right now may be very difficult. Spirit is saying hang in there, persevere. Okay, keep going, slowly but surely, you're getting ahead. Okay, and that comes to this new venture as well. Spirit wants to point out this slowly but surely getting ahead. It may start out slow for you, whatever it is, right? But keep going, because every day you get ahead. Okay, pile number 2, sending you so much love. If you would like a personal link is down in the description. Keep an eye out, guys. I'm going to be doing a sale soon, just kind of an end of summer sale for my readings. Hopefully giving some of you the opportunity who haven't had the funds to get a full reading, at a discounted price. So keep an eye out for that. I think that's going to start next week. But my dear friends, again, link is in the description box below. Keep an eye out. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any future readings, and I will see you in your next reading very soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the card, the Wise One, with tradition and order. So we're gonna find out all about your financial situation, possible new streams of income, see if there's any money blocks that need to be cleared. We're gonna start with your current money energy. Okay, this is a great way to see if you chose the right pile. If this sounds like you. Spirit, thank you so much for being here for this reading. For pile number 3, what is their current energy in money? Child, new beginnings. Okay. And letter message. Okay, it looks like we've got some new energy here. Some of you may have just started a new job, a new career path. Some of you might have just gone back to school for something. Or maybe for my younger ones watching, you were just coming out of school, out of college, high school even, and are wondering about what to do with your life, following whether you should follow a traditional path or whether you should follow a more non-traditional path that you feel more called to. But for some of you, this definitely feels like starting a new... I mean, it's possible that some of you are concerned about finances because of a new child. Maybe you're pregnant, maybe you're expecting a new child and wondering how you're going to make it all work financially. That could be for someone out there, but what I'm really seeing is like there's a new path here that you're setting out on. With letter message. This feels like also with this card an accomplishment. So you've just graduated something. You've just taken completed a course, completed an area of study, or just simply learned something about money management or money finances. Maybe you've been looking into content or reading books about finances and have learned something new. Something has started to change in your brain, is what Spirit is saying. The way you think about money, the way you view money, the way you view money and the way you view abundance, the way you view the energy of money. Okay, maybe you've come into a new understanding about what money is. Maybe you've recently let go, also for some of you, you've recently let go of old habits and old patterns when it comes to money. Okay, so old beliefs. A lot of us grow up thinking money is the root of all evil. How many times have you heard that? Or rich people are evil, or right? People who have wealth are not good people. Maybe you've recently come to understand that that is false. Okay, that is what I'm seeing here. You've set out on a new understanding and a new path when it comes to what money is and how to use it. I'll never forget, I saw a TikTok, and I'm being called to share this with you by Spirit. I saw a TikTok one time that this woman was talking about the difference between wealthy people and poor, or people who are not wealthy, right? People. And that is what money is. For wealthy people understand that money is a tool to make more money, right? They think of every dollar, and this is what she said in the video, they think of every dollar as a little soldier that they send out to make them more money. Whereas people who are not wealthy think of money as something that they constantly need to get to pay bills, to survive. But wealthy people look at money differently. So maybe you've come to a new understanding of what money is and how to use it. The Wise One. There's something has just wizened you up when it comes to money. Okay, if that sounds like your energy, you're in the right pile. I want to quickly see if there are any money blocks currently for you. Is there anything that is holding you back when it comes to making money for pile number 3? Ooh, Spirit, thank you so much. What, if any, are the money blocks in pile number 3's path? Any money blocks? The Banner of Death. Ooh. Okay. For some of you, this is a fear of starting over. All right, we've got the Flowering Field. Isn't that nice? Look at that. You've got death and then you've got life. The ability, maybe what you're coming to understand is the ability to hold two paradoxical truths into at the same time. Does that make sense? And then you have the Broken Cup, and this is the 5 of Cups, I believe. This is death. This is the 5 of Cups. What is this? This is also a Cups card, but I'm not sure which one. Let me look into it. Okay, the Flowering Field is the Page of Pentacles. That's the card it corresponds to. And while I was looking that up, this popped up in the book, and I knew this was the Death card, but it's specifically referring to flowers that grow from graves. Oh my goodness, now I'm thinking of that song, that Seal song, Kiss from a Rose on a Grave. I compare you to a kiss from a rose on a grave. That song. Okay, so it's interesting because this is in the blockage position. So it's like you have a hard time with accepting new opportunities and the ability to thrive where you're planted. It's like when you think of roses on a grave or a rose growing from concrete, it's like a flower growing from concrete, right? It's like the ability to bloom where you are. So I feel like you may be in a difficult position, or when you are in a difficult position, it's very hard for you to see the positives. So and it's not that you are a pessimistic person. I don't see that, but I see that external circumstances, the external reality around you really colors your vision of what is possible. It colors your viewpoint on what you can attain in that space. And it really puts you in this sort of pessimistic energy because you cannot see the beauty growing from the grave, right? You can't see the flowers blooming from the tomb. You can't see the flowers blooming from the cracks in the concrete. You walk over them. You don't notice the good amongst the bad, okay? And so we have good and bad are concepts that we create as humans, right? Because in the spiritual realm, there is no good or bad, but there's definitely experiences that we label as bad, and that is valid. So it's like when you're in a bad situation, you can't see the good in it. And a lot of us struggle with this. A lot of us struggle with this. I know that I was having I was in a very bad financial situation. And I was telling this person, like, I'm so upset, I'm so depressed every single day because of money. And this person said, well, aren't you grateful that you don't have to worry about rent and you don't have to worry about this because my living situation? And it changed the way I was looking at things, because no, you're absolutely right. I should be focused on all of the things I have to be grateful for, all of the abundance that I currently have in my life. Yes, I'm going through a very difficult time. However, like, yes, pile number 3, you could be going through a very difficult time. However, take a look at the beauty that's around you. Don't overlook it. Don't step on the flower that's growing from the concrete. Appreciate its beauty, right? And I think that could be, it's like not even really a blockage, but it's something that you need to pay attention to, because if you can't find the positive, and if you can't be in a good, happy, not that you should be happy by bad things, okay? That's not what I'm saying. Please use your discernment. But what I am saying is that if you can't cultivate happiness within you, regardless of your circumstances, then when you get everything you want, what makes the universe think that that's going to make you happy, right? Do you know what I mean? I hope that you understand the nuance in what I'm saying, okay? That's what this is trying to say. It can end up being a blockage if you continuously find yourself in a situation where you're not in ideal circumstances, and you're so focused on the negative that you're not seeing the positive or the opportunities that come, because this is when it becomes a blockage. It becomes a blockage when you're so focused on the negativity that you don't see the new opportunity that pops up right in front of you. It's like the 5 of Cups energy, being so focused on the broken cup and not focused on the cup that is still whole, right? Because in the 5 of Cups, we usually see 2 cups, 2 or 3 cups that are spilled, and then there's still, I think it's 3 cups that are spilled and 2 cups that are still upright. And you see the figure grieving with this cloak of grief on them, focusing on the spilled cups, when actually, if they just turned around and looked at the cups that were still whole, it could change their whole outlook. When you focus on the negativity, it stops you from seeing the opportunity that is right in front of you. Okay? So please be aware of that. That could end up being a blockage when you focus too much on the negativity and not all of the good and the abundance that you have in your life. This can be as easy as doing a daily gratitude practice where you find the things that you have to be grateful for. Did you eat today? Did you wake up today? Did you breathe air today? Right? Like, there's so much to be thankful for. Let that overshadow the negativity instead of the opposite happening when you're so focused on the negativity that you can't see the positive. And then you miss out on opportunities that come to you because you're so focused on what you don't have. All right, we are going to get into pile number 3, your ways to improve your finances. Okay, ways to improve your finances, possible new streams of income that would work well for you that you could look into. Okay, and then the overall outcome. So, pile number 3, please, Spirit, thank you so much. How can pile number 3 improve your financial circumstance? Thank you. The hothead. Ooh, the hothead. Okay. Are some of you quick to anger? That can be a strength, is what Spirit just said. Thank you. All right. Pile number 3. Looking into new streams of income for pile number 3. What would work well for them? What would be successful for them? We've got group consciousness, embrace oneness. Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Unicorn, spread the light. Spreading light. Spreading light. Interesting. All right, let's get you some tea leaves before we get into the tarot. Pile number 3, what can improve their finances? Let's streams of income. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We've got lobster here with financial pinch. We've got angel. Love it. Love to see it. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You are protected. Pile number 3. Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. I just heard sharing your story, and in particular when it comes to grief and grief management. Then we have kangaroo with unsettled times, need to plan ahead. If you have been through a difficult breakup and you have successfully come out on the other side of it, it may be a good idea to share that information with others. How to come out of a difficult breakup. Again, I'm seeing like, ooh, I just heard Substack. I wonder if you guys enjoy writing. And here with the wise one and the hothead, the wise one, it's like you have some wisdom regarding something you've been through that you can share with other people, or that you can teach other people how to do. Some kind of wisdom, something that you've learned to do and found the best ways to do it, that you can now share that with other people. So consulting, social media, yeah, there's something that you have gotten wise on that you can now help other people to go through, and that can be a stream of income for you. I'm even seeing the Substack symbol in my mind's eye. So maybe writing a book even. You have writing energy here with the letter too. There's some kind of knowledge that you could share as a stream of income. Ooh, I just heard, this is, okay, I'm going to go ahead and say it because the spirit gave it to me, but for some of you, you've like been searching for, it's so funny because it's planner season right now. I'm a big planner. I love journaling and planning and everything. And I've been looking into like Hobonichis. Anyway, there's this energy of you like searching for the perfect planner. For some of you, this is going to sound silly, but I know it's not silly to us planner girlies, okay? Like you've been searching and searching for the perfect planner and you finally found it, or you created one for yourself. Oh my goodness, honey, sell that. Sell that. Yeah, I'm getting this idea, especially because with the plan ahead, need to plan ahead, something about planning. So maybe you have a talent for creating beautiful spreads. Share that on social media, or maybe you created your own planning system or your own planner. Look into manufacturing it and selling it. That's very specific, I know, but that's for someone out there, okay? All right. Yeah, even with group consciousness, it's like share it with the group, right? It's the specific community of people. Maybe it's the planner community that is like very interested in what you could create when it comes to the perfect planner. There's definitely a feeling, an energy of paper goods, stationery. Maybe you make your own stationery, or you've thought about making your own stationery, and look into it, right? Get started. Set aside a certain amount of hours every week, or say, okay, every Saturday, I'm going to look into building this brand, creating the ideal planner, or, whatever it is. Starting my stationery, small business, even opening an Etsy, Even here with the this particular Eight of Wands, you see someone like creating something. They've got their markers, okay, their page open here. They're creating something. I see that as being very good for you, okay? Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. There's your outcome card, okay? And 988, 88. Interesting. Eights, maybe you've been seeing eights, 888, 999, or a combination of eights and nines. That could be a sign for some of you. This person here with their wrist in a brace even makes me think of someone who is spending a lot of time working with their hands. Maybe you're doing a lot of drawing for a planner. You're back to the planner idea, but that's coming through so strongly. With the hothead, it seems like, okay, like maybe you get frustrated with things, with mass-produced things in particular. So creating something, small batches of something that you know a particular group of people will appreciate, could be something that is beneficial. With unicorn here, the idea of the unicorns card is very much just spreading joy. It's spreading joy. Maybe you find a lot of joy in stickers, and you design your own stickers. Why not start sharing that and selling those stickers, right? Why not? I don't need another card. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, why are you shuffling? Everything is here. Everything you need is here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everything you need, you have. Spirit wants you to know. There's something that you do creatively. I'm like really stuck on this whole planner and stationery idea because that's coming through very strongly. Even if it's just for like one person, I swear it's like, because this could be a very big lucrative, it could turn into a big lucrative business for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles as your outcome. The Ten of Pentacles is about legacy. It's about being set for life. And not only you, but your family, your grandchildren, right? Creating wealth, generational wealth, okay? Let me take a sip of tea. Mouth is really dry. Okay, so pile number 3, there's definitely this creative energy, and with the Eight of Cups, it's like this is usually a card of walking away, but with this particular Eight of Cups, it's like you're cleaning up a mess, which is essentially solving a problem, which is what every great business idea is built off of, solving a particular problem. And you have a problem to solve. It may be one that you've already solved for yourself, and now you can take that idea, like again, going back to the planner idea, you had a problem with mainstream planners, you had a problem with the expense of them, you had a problem, whatever it was, you had a problem with the way they were designed, the way they were set up didn't work for you. Also, specifically, if you're, say you're ADHD or neurodivergent in some other way, you couldn't find a planner that worked with those, within those specificities, and so you created something for yourself. Share that. Share that, monetize it, make money off of it, sell it. I see this being a huge thing. I see this being a huge thing. I'm like really excited here because this could turn into something amazing. If you're in the planner community, I'm sure you know about Amanda Rach Lee. She was a teenager that started YouTube videos about journaling because she loved journaling, and look where she is today. Okay? Like, she has an incredibly successful business because she shared her love of doodling and journaling on the internet as a teenager. Okay, so there's something here that you have solved a problem for yourself. Other people are looking for the solution. Other people are looking for the solution. Do it. Do it. Because this is going to be incredibly successful for you. Okay, you can start small. You can work on this on the side and then have it become something bigger later. It will grow, and it will grow quickly with the Eight of Wands here. Forward momentum, fast growth, development, movement. Because you already have the idea. You already have the wisdom. You already have the knowledge. You already have the thing. You're already good at the thing. So sell the thing. Okay, that is what I'm getting for you. Pile number 3. Also, with the financial pinch card, Spirit is saying that this may be a pinch, like it may be difficult to start, but again, you have rapid growth here and success being your outcome. So get started on it now. Get started on it. Meow. I don't know why the Spirit felt the need to make me say that. Meow instead of now. Maybe you're a cat lover. I don't know. Maybe you make cute little cat stationery. Okay, if you do, honestly, send me the link once you make it. I will buy from you. I love stationery. All right, pile number 3. That is what I'm seeing. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you in the comments so much. If you would like a personal reading from me, link is in the description. And pile number 3, yeah, what else do I usually say? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings. And I will see you in your next reading very soon. Bye!